Hey guys, so it's currently 11:52. I'm going to keep this as short as possible. This is going to be a walkthrough on how we can create the virtual assistant within Claude Code. So I've created a file here which we can download, and once we download it, we're going to be able to unzip it before we put that into our Visual Studio Code. This particular file works with Visual Studio Code. I haven't tested it in Google Anti-Gravity, although if you'd like a version for Google Anti-Gravity, let me know and I can make one for you. So once we're in Visual Studio Code, it's important we're in a fresh window here. You can see we haven't opened anything yet. So we're going to open a folder, we go to Downloads, and we're going to go to the Virtual Assistant Starter Pack. And as you can see here, we have some context here. So we have a README, which will guide us through this. So this is all about turning Claude Code into our executive assistant, right? So the first time we set up this instance, well, first you need to install Claude Code and this kind of stuff. And an important feature of this is Claude Risky and Claude Safe. So when we use a terminal, which is how I've learned to do it, it was scary at first. Now we can press Control, Shift and 5 and that will create another terminal here. Now I'm going to show you CR on the left and CS on the right. CR stands for Claude Risky. Now the first time that you download and use this, you will have to trust the folder. Okay, well, Claude Risky, as you can see here, is on bypass permissions mode. It will not ask you for edits. Is it risky? Well, by name and by nature, yes it is. What it does is it unlocks the power of the AI and its agentic nature. It won't ask you for permissions to do things, which is good and bad. You just have to set strict guardrails. And this is where the Claude.md comes into place. Now, I won't go into it in detail now because I want to keep this short. And in here you can see a bunch of information. I've included some skills such as my MD to Markdown to PDF converter to make some really nice PDFs that look like this one here. This cheat sheet will give you information about how this works, right? I also included some skills on building N8N workflows. So the first time you do this, if you have an N8N account, you can connect it to your N8N and you can start building workflows within this environment through talking to Claude right here. So in terms of like running onboard, yeah, we can run the onboard. Let's onboard. Oh, let's onboard. Let's see if that works. Okay. So the first time you onboard in this environment, what's going to happen is it's going to ask you a bunch of questions about how you want to work, your business context, and it will remember this going forward, and it will save that into our context here, business.md, goals, priorities, user, working style. The skills is where we're going to keep our skills, and you can build skills in here. We have the .env, is where we'll store our credentials and our APIs. That's not here right now, but I think there's an example here. Yeah, you can talk to Claude down here, and if you have any questions, you just speak to it. Here's an example of how I use Claude Code. Hi Claude, my name is Roman and I build AI automations. So that's Whisper Flow. I've just talked to Claude and yeah, instant feedback is great. So thanks guys, keeping it short. Believe it or not, this is one take. It's 11:57. I'll see you guys in about 10, 11 hours.